you're setting a good legacy for your home that would be passed on to the next generation. You wouldn't think that homemaking is just all about cleaning the house, doing the laundry, making food. No. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is just a little head up, guys. I'm so sorry there were some noises at the background. Please just pardon me for that. I'm so sorry. I mean, I'm currently in an environment where there's so many noises during the day that I would have to shoot the video. So just bear with me. Sorry for the inconveniences. Thank you. Love you. Please subscribe to this channel right now. Thank you. Let's resume my video, shall we? It's Abiodun Owojon, and this is the Diary of a Wife and a Leader. And on this channel, I talk about making, leadership, and lifestyle. All right. Today, just as the topic rightly states, we'll be talking about some myths. About homemaking. Homemaking, I know, is a general terminology and a general experience that we humans go through. All right, but through my research and my findings and my own experience, I've realized that there's some certain myths about homemaking. All right. Even though we're in the modern world, I still believe that there's still so many people that feel like homemaking is just for the woman, or homemaking is just for the man, or homemaking is something that does not really have to involve both parties and all that. But even before we go into the topic deeply, I'd want us to consider or look into some meanings of homemaking. All right. I have about three definitions of homemaking that I saw online. I just picked some that I feel we can actually discuss that relate to what I'm about to say. All right, and the first definition is the definition of the North American Dictionary, which talks about homemaking as the creation and the management of a home that ensures the pleasant living of members of the family. Another definition talks about homemaking as the management of the home, that deals with laundry, food, and all that stuff. And the third one is actually very similar, but my favorite definition of the three is actually the North American definition that actually kind of have an holistic view of what homemaking is all about. And the definition talks about the creation. It starts with the foundation, and it moves ahead to the management, right, of every individual in the home, right. Well, today I will be bringing my own argument from the scriptures. Actually, and why am I bringing my argument from the scriptures? I've come to realize that so many times we get some things wrong because we kind of probably neglect, or we're not just ready to go to the root of what the problem is all about. And I believe that until we get to the root of the problem, we wouldn't be able to find the accurate solutions to the challenges and the problems that we're facing, right? Even though I am a believer of the fact that there is no one fit rule for every home, for every family, but I still believe that we need to understand the basis of what family is all about. When we understand the foundation, then we can build directly on it. And even though you can employ other methodologies or principles, but then if you understand truly the basics and the foundation of your home and your family, it will be so easy for you to build directly on it. All right, so the Some of the myths that I'll be dispelling about homemaking is number one, that the woman or the wife of the home is the homemaker. All right. From Bible history, we discover that the institution of marriage starts from the man. All right. Then the woman came into the picture. And what that tells us is the fact that both the husband and the wife are homemakers. Yes, all right. And let me say this, that in its true sense, the parties to homemaking are actually three. Yes, the first grand homemaker is God Himself. Yes, the first grand omega is God Himself. Now, when we look into the scriptures in the book of Ephesians, we discovered that the Bible says that husband, right, should love his wife as Christ loved the church. All right, and we discovered that we are the church of God. I mean, we understand. Discover we understand that we are the church of God, meaning that both the husband and the wife are part of the church, they're part of the body. And what that means is before you can even start to think of building a family and understanding what your roles and duties are, you must understand the fact that God is the first head of the home. This is so important. I mean, we say this with little to no emphasis on it. I will try to just see the individuals, in the home as having the all responsibilities, whereas the first person, all right, to acknowledge as the head of the home is God Himself. The society would say that family is the smallest unit of the society. And why is the family the smallest unit of the society? Is because that is the grassroots. All right. I mean, every individual, every person, every man, every female, every child comes from a family. All right. So whatever thing you give into your society, it actually starts from the culture, the principle, the manners, everything that you've been able to imbibe from your family. And that is why it's so good to get it right when it comes to building a family and understanding what homemaking is all about. So, one person, when it comes to homemaking, is God. Yeah. And number two is the husband, right? And number three is the wife. We must understand this, all right, so that when we get to a crossroad and we don't really understand what next to do, all right, because like I said earlier, each family has its own peculiarities. There, two different individuals coming together from different backgrounds, different orientation, perspectives, ideologies, and all that. So we need to understand the fact that when we do understand what family is all about, then we'll be able to, understand if truly we know what we're doing and how we can build a good home together.